Well, back in 2007, I was looking at trying to get more women into the organization as my mission as the president of the International Association of Energy Engineers, and had the opportunity to talk to Mary Ann about this idea, having been the only other woman past president in the organization, about how we could accomplish that. And we discussed forming a separate group for women in AEE, and that's where the Council for Women in Energy and Environmental Leadership began. And part of the driving force for this was that at that time, some statistics had been presented from other members of the organization to us that there was declining enrollment of young girls in technical studies, and that prior to that, the trend was that it had been increasing. So this was really a cause for concern for us, that we were seeing now a declining level of enrollment in math, science, and we thought we needed to do something about that. So the mission for the Council on Women in Energy and Environmental Leadership is really fourfold. It is to provide support and encouragement for young girls and women to pursue technical studies and the fields of science, engineering, math, technology. It's to provide a networking opportunity for women in the industry to support each other, to provide an opportunity for professional development and career advancement for women in the energy industry, and to provide a voice for women in the area of energy policy.
We've been holding events for the past 5 years now to engage women in and men in coming to breakfast events and several other events. And what's been really great is that the people who have come to the breakfast have really had the opportunity to exchange stories, gain some support from each other. So we are at the place where we're starting to really see some cohesiveness and some sharing among the participants who've come to our events.
Energy is a sector of the economy that is very important. I've actually been in the industry 20 years, and within my own organization, my company has employed at least 50% women, sometimes more. And it makes for a really strong organization. And corporate America knows this. It's when you have a sector within your organization that's comprised of both women and men, you actually have a more productive unit. There's women's brains that in general think a little bit differently than men, and men also have a different viewpoint. And when you have both sexes working together, you actually have increased productivity and more solutions to the energy problems that lie ahead.
And this is really instrumental in both helping early careerists enter the field, as well as women maintaining their career and advancing, and then also for the women that are re-entering the field, have taken some time off to raise families, explore other opportunities, and want to come back into the field. So, as Lori said, our goal is to support the women in this industry and try to advance the promotion of women in the technical fields, and through the mentoring program, we hope to support them.
As Lori mentioned, it was Mary Ann and Lori's brainchild, the organization, and they really put it together for the first couple of years on their own with a lot of outside support from AE, but still. And then the reason we got involved, they expanded and had the first inaugural board was when was it?
Last year.
Last year. Yeah, it was was
last year. And so, so that's why we really, in the past year, have gotten even more organized and more formal in spreading out the various, identifying the various needs for the organization. With that, between the policy and the mentoring, we also have an international committee. We also have an events sponsorship committee. What else do we have? Newsletter. There's all different ways. Fundraising, scholarship committee. And in fact, we've actually expanded upon that in the last several months. So there's a lot of opportunities, one, to get involved with CWEEL. And even with the events, we started off with breakfast meetings and a nice solid program to go along with that, but we have formalized the networking opportunities also by holding evening receptions in association with the various conferences. So it's been a good opportunity, and we're really starting to gain some traction right now.